I got slap base for you.
Last time we were with our adventurers, they had Crash, don't move. Stop. Last time we were with our adventurers, they had gotten the chest from the sunken citadel, and they didn't know how to open it or what was inside of it. And they had decided that the far-reaching Emporium would be the best place to go in order to attempt to find a way to open it. And our mysterious character seems to be following them. Crash, do you remember why? Don't say it out loud, but I'm asking.
Yes?
Okay, hop down just for a second. I'll drag you down. Okay, so you can't use this is going to be character knowledge, or this is player knowledge. You can't use this. Yeah. They have a chest that looks identical to yours. It was a gnome, right? You saw a gnome carrying the chest away?
Yeah. Because
you'd been pickpocketed. So, they have one that is identical to yours. But you don't know. You think
it is the lock broken in on theirs?
You have to find out.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are on your way to Dawnreach, and you felt a presence close behind you.
I felt its tremor in the force. One I have not felt in... Yes. That's my best, like...
Well, I'm just gonna ignore it, and we're gonna keep walking.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
What's the, what was that actor that did Obi-Wan Kenobi? The first guy who did it. The old guy. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Where are we going?
To Dawnreach. For reasons.
Oh, we're going to Stormwind. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to Stormwind.
Oh, there it is. Immersed.
Hey, why
are we rolling damage?
Hey, what are you
doing?
I'm
not rolling damage. I forgot to increase my health.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody did level up. If you haven't applied your level ups, make sure you do that.
Which one do I take the level up from?
Did I apply my level up, Raymond?
What do you mean? Which one do you take the level up from?
Did you choose your
which class?
god and all that stuff?
Both.
Remember until level 3 you get both.
Well, I know that, but
you would level as a main ranger class because that's what your primary is.
Okie dokie. Hooray, I've got 23 hit points now.
Wait, how much did that ornate silver spear weigh? Whatever. Never mind, I don't need to know that right now.
I just assume that weight is not an issue.
No.
Unless it's like something insane. Yeah, pretty much it's not.
I'm not carrying around a fucking Buster Sword.
So you guys are on your way to Dawnreach. Crash! That little gnome took your treasure chest.
Wait.
So how do you want to handle this situation?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Boy, I didn't take nothing.
Make a stealth check for me, Crash.
Fucking finders keepers.
Okay, that's gonna beat anybody's passive perception.
That's right.
Alright. So you guys are on your way to Dawnreach.
I'm gonna wait till they get out of town before I do anything.
Okay, so you want to wait until they get out of town. Alright, so you guys... You have no idea he's there, beat your passive perception. We're gonna move you guys. You get up across the bridge, and you're in between...
You know that someone is there.
You feel like something's watching you.
Throw cum dirt. Maybe he'll
No. Alright. I don't have anything to do. Still walking.
Yeah, we're just going to Dawnreach.
Cruising down Main Street.
So they're out of town now, Crash.
So I can see the gnome took the chest.
Yeah, he's got the chest like mounted on his back, and he's walking with it down the road.
My backpack.
Can I see the front of the chest?
Nope.
No.
It's in my backpack.
Well, attacking 4 people just out of the blue doesn't seem like a good idea.
That's a good way to end your story really quick.
Suggest against it.
Nah. Go for it, bro.
I'll be right back. I gotta let my dogs out.
Who let the dog out?
Hot the doggo.
He did.
I just want to add that I just watched that Japanese trailer and I fucking love the way Joker says Batman in
We're
Japanese.
still walking.
Batman.
Yeah, you guys are still walking up to Dawnreach at this point, still continuing down the road. Somebody move Squiddy. I'll move him in a second.
Spongy Bubble.
Only 2 people can move Squiddy. Him and you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna holler at the group. Just go, oi.
Oi?
Oi, 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 are you Australian? Oi, cat! Oi, mate!
Oi.
I turn
One of
around.
you guys might have something of mine.
Well,
You
last
happen-
time. God.
I was gonna say, did one of you happen to pinch a chest while you were walking through the town?
Through the town? No. I haven't taken any chests from the town.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, Crash, you said you wanted to break this little gnome fucker's knees.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep walking towards him, but
Hold on a moment. Can I like get in front of, you know, little
Well, no, wait.
tumble stain?
Tumble stain.
Mean.
Wow.
I'm gonna ask him to show me the chest, just so I don't assault a random person for.
Yeah, especially when he has an angel
Okay.
paladin and this fucking mind flayer.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and take out. What is it called?
Cum dirt.
No.
Throw him at him.
I'm gonna take out the little box that Radis gave me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna show him, and I'm gonna be like, "Is this what you're looking for?" And I just spin it around.
Is that what? Does it look similar
It's a
enough?
little nondescript box.
No, it's just a little. What he's holding is a little tiny black iron lockbox.
I will look displeased.
And with that, I wave my hand in front of him and say, "This is not the chest you're looking for."
These are not the droids you're looking for.
I shrug, put it back in my backpack, and step a little bit in front of Tyr as we continue on our way.
Behind me, you mean?
No, in front of you, so that you're behind me.
Yeah, why you stepping in? Why you stepping on me, bro? What you doing? I don't step that way.
What? Fuck you.
So, which one is the short one?
The
actual
the gnome.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, I know the gnome's the short one. I'm asking which gnome is the short one.
It's Davin Tumblebelly. He's got like the chin hawk looking thing.
We're the
It's
only.
Mike, but short.
His circle's also smaller than everyone else's.
For some reason.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that was done unintentionally, but yeah.
Sure, yeah, unintentionally.
But I'm like staring at him when I'm like, show me the chest.
Wait, what race
Right,
is
man, I
Crash
showed you a
again?
box. You said that's...
Yeah.
It's not it. Because you look disgruntled. So I put it away.
Now we're continually walking away because we don't know what you're talking about.
Does it look like he has like a box of that size in his bag?
Make a perception check.
'Cause
Yeah,
I was hanging over my head or shoulder.
His little backpack that he has on the back has a bulge in it towards the top that seems to fit the exact shape and size of the chest that you were carrying.
Well, can I make an attack roll for his knees?
Yeah, sure, go
Like,
ahead.
I'm not gonna like break him. I'm just gonna so
Go
I
ahead.
can get him down and open the bag.
Yep.
Unarmed attack roll. I don't have a button for that. Shit.
Crash, your arm does seem to vibrate in their general direction.
Wait, what?
Why is everybody's things vibrating around us? What the fuck? People need to
Everybody
stop
vibrating.
having their phones on. Jesus.
Yeah.
We had fucking Squid Boy who has like a stone that's vibrating at us, and you get this guy's arm.
No, he has an iPhone.
Everyone has iPhones. So let me know when Crash is making this attack roll, because I have a surprise.
Technically, this would be a surprise attack.
What?
Go. You can go ahead and roll your attack, Crush.
Can I roll protection?
That would be a hit.
Can I protect him?
What would you roll for that?
His fighting style.
I can impose a. I can do that because I can see him.
You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll. You must be wielding a shield.
Which I have been since we've been in the Citadel.
Does that apply to surprise attacks, though?
Doesn't say it doesn't.
He sees it coming.
Oh, I could just roll it again. Okay, well, that one doesn't.
I
Okay.
don't know what disadvantage means.
It
But I
means
think
he
it-
rolls twice, takes the lowest.
Yeah.
So you attempt to swipe at his knees to grab him, and you make a pretty quicker than most of them can actually see. But you make a pretty quick leap forward, and you grab at his knees. But he was just quick enough to catch it that he steps back out just from your reach.
Show me the goddamn chest.
I think it would be more or less so that I could see him and then just got right in front and blocked out my shield. But sure.
Alright, so I look back at the group. I step a little bit further behind Tyr, or in front of Tyr, and then pull out the chest and show it to him. And then I'm like, is this what you're looking for? Because you're not getting shit.
Okay, is the front of the chest broken?
I poked it with a stick.
So
Does it look like somebody tried punching in the lock?
are you asking them that, or are you trying to make that?
I'm trying to make that.
Okay,
determination.
make
I'm not
another
asking.
perception roll.
I poked it with a stick. Does that count?
Yeah, it doesn't look like the front is actually broken.
I will swear. My apologies.
Motherfucker!
How rude.
My apologies. The chest I am looking for looks like somebody tried punching in the lock.
I poked it with a stick.
Ah, yes.
Some little shit of matching description
But
from within the town.
you do notice
Told you.
that that chest is 100% identical to the chest that you had. Aside from the broken lock on the front, they might as well be the same thing.
I told you I didn't take shit from the town. And now you're laying on the ground eating dirt because you missed my knees.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Yeah, you know. Some, like,
Well, have you guys
fully-
seen
fully
any
cooked
other
shit. Nope.
little shit running in this direction?
No.
The only little
Well,
shit that
yeah.
I've seen so far. Except for cum dirt here, you know. I pull out my little mouse out of my hood.
I fucking hate its name. Fucking cum dude.
Well, I don't know what to do.
So unless you need anything else, we're gonna continue on to Dawnreach, because we got business.
Very good business.
Well,
Business
I
that
feel
doesn't
like
concern
following
us.
you guys might.
I mean,
Oh, I'm getting messages.
Oh no. Behind the scenes.
iPhone messages.
Bum 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 bum. Yeah, your arm vibrates again. Meh, meh.
God is whispering to me.
God.
Is
There's
it pulling me
no-
in a particular direction, like beyond them, or?
What? What, Crash?
Okay. Is it pointing me in a particular direction and/or distance?
The resonance seems to be coming directly from the small gnome.
Bunny?
I'll ask. Where'd you get this chest from?
Beyond Oakhurst?
Perchance from a buried castle?
Precisely.
A buried cat? Yeah, sure. I wasn't very buried. Looks like it was still kind of standing.
Well, it was still standing.
One could say
Maybe
sunken.
sunken a little bit.
One can say sunken, yes.
Were there some dead goblins next to this chest?
Nope.
No.
No, actually.
Because the one I grabbed that looks almost identical, with the exception of a broken lock, that I have no idea how occurred.
You're the one that killed.
I don't know.
Um,
You killed the goblins.
You were the one that killed those goblins. Nice work. You killed them in a.
Luckily, you didn't find the wraith, because some good times.
Oh, you found another wraith.
Considering that. The guards that were on the way to the citadel. Considering
Yeah.
that the guards died the exact same way those goblins did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might have been guards. We did notice that they were like thrift store level golden armor. So they could have been masquerading as guards, but they definitely died in the same way as the
I
goblins.
would like to.
I'm fairly sure I didn't kill anybody else.
I would like to investigate regardless.
All right.
So, Sindel, make an intelligence roll.
Let's see. There's my intelligence. There it is.
That's good enough. So, you were the one that did the investigation on the footprints, and you noticed that everything that you recognize fits his description exactly. He walks heavier on his left-hand side. He's wearing a cloak down just above his ankles. He's wearing...
That was me.
Oh, it was you?
Seth.
Okay, somebody did it. I don't remember who.
I got the footprints at the top of the tower.
That's right. You notice that it fits the description basically 1-to-1 of what you think that person would look like. He was wearing he wasn't wearing heavy armor, but it was leather-ish armor. And the phrase also, "Oh, you found another wraith," gives you an idea that he killed a wraith by himself.
Yikes.
I technically almost did as well.
You tried stabbing at its knees, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
From under the
David, doesn't this guy seem familiar?
I wouldn't say so.
Oh,
He
am
does
I?
walk, like, he does kind of match the whole walks hard, heavier on his left side. Maybe he's the other half of Tyr. I give him a little elbow nudge in his knee because that's all I can reach.
A fair observation.
You're on my right side, you hit my knee.
And I will say, I doubt that. Very much so.
Alright, well, we were looking for someone that looks like you. You're apparently looking for someone exactly like me, only not. Let's go to Dawnreach, figure some shit out.
Something's fucky going on, so I'm gonna go with you guys.
I feel like I'm gonna say to Nell that it seems like our band of misfits is getting bigger.
Considering
Okay.
you're trying to attack Dave in here, why should we trust you?
I can detain him.
We can just have Thumek lift him up, put him back on the tower.
Put him in timeout.
Going to the naughty corner, kid. I think I should keep an eye on the boy. I don't know what race he is, so just the guy.
He is a human. He looks to be about mid-30s, but his eyes look much older. You know, it's soul in those eyes.
Oh, thank you. I see your voice acting has improved. Thank you.
It looks like I've seen some shit.
Void Cadgar. Forward through the portal.
Oh no.
Is he gonna-
Okay,
is he
onward
gonna
to
constantly
Dawnreach.
say-
Yep.
Is he gonna constantly say Apexus crystals?
Alright, so you guys go ahead and move into Dawnreach. At the gate, there is a guard standing by. There's actually 3 of them there, one on the left, one on the right, and one more towards the center. Davin, you know that you have to present a right of papers to them, which you do have in your backpack, in order to gain access, but they give you a little bit of what about these guys, you know? What, are these with you? Should we let you in them? I never seen these guys here in this part of town.
Why is everybody
Oh,
in
we're
this
in fucking,
medieval land
like,
from
Boston.
New Jersey?
Shut up, it's just
Because
regional
everywhere
accent.
because everywhere is just shit.
Yeah, I present the papers and I say they're all with me. We're on Emporium. We're on a mission with the Emporium is all.
Emporium business.
Make a persuasion check.
Bitch, I don't have to persuade them. I'm going through the sewers. Nailed it.
He gives you a little bit of shrug, and then he just steps to the side, and he motions his hand up to the guard above the gate, and the gate starts to roll open.
He's like, above my pay grade. Don't care.
Like the guards in Game of Thrones.
Pretty much.
The most recent season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those 2 fucks. Just fucking go.
Alright, so we move in.
If you actually failed that, I had a plan.
Yeah, I did too.
So what time is it when we get to Dawnreach?
It is about 5 p.m. in the evening. Sun's just started to set.
It's okay, Thumic. They're not scared of tentacles.
Come on, Timac. Tugs on his leash. Come on.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna go in there.
It's okay. They seem weirder. They see a giant like half angel guy, a person that's literally on fire, and a tentacle boy. So I mean, it's all good.
I mean, that's just Wednesday.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like Oakhurst.
So you know the Emporium is the flowery looking place on the back right hand side.
Yeah, the
it was
Taj Mahal.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal. It was a old religious temple, although no one's really sure what religion, as it's several hundred years old, and it was abandoned during the start of Dawnreach, so the Emporium decided to get their start there.
Cool, I want to investigate that.
Well, that's where I'm going to be heading, so I let them know that I'm going to be heading to the Emporium HQ.
Well, if you guys don't mind, I don't think you guys will need help finding answers on that box. I would like to go to the local library.
Same.
The local library is that red-roofed cathedral-looking building to your right-hand side, just above the H in Dawnreach.
As long as anybody says something, that's where I'm gonna go.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna go with Sindel because, well, books.
Because books.
Books.
Don
I
Valos?
guess I'm going to
It's
the
not in a
Emporium.
square. No.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you can.
I suppose as we walk there, I will apologize. I suppose again.
Suppose I could accept the apology. For now. I still keep my hand over my dagger.
What's
Please.
Dumac doing? Don't leave the poor tentacle. I did it fine. What are you
Please.
doing?
Please. I can't go in.
I managed to do it perfectly fine.
Alright.
I'm not doing it.
Drag your mouse onto me.
I'm trying.
Why are you so bad?
I
How
swear
did
it
it-
never happens.
Where is Dumac going?
Fuck it, I'm staying right there. Give up.
I might want to investigate that Emporium if we go.
Unholy, you've been muted the whole time, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my dogs to start barking so I go let them inside.
Okay. Would you want to go somewhere in Dawnreach? Do you want to stick with them?
Is there like a little trading area?
Yeah, there is. It's all the blue houses directly to your left.
Yeah,
gonna go
trade
steal
of the
more shit.
people, tentacle guy.
No, every
That'd have
time.
to go well.
Every
That'd have to
fucking
go well.
time he goes to a city, he always wants to go to the trading area. He like has a fascination with shops or something. I don't know.
Dude, that's the first place I want to go to when I go to Ironforge or Stormwind. I want to go to Trade District. Oh wait, never mind. The fucking topography of that place takes me there immediately.
So, Davin and Don Valos, as you walk into the Emporium, the bottom level of the Emporium of this place is a big open area. It looks like maybe this is where religious ceremonies took place. And there's grass and vines and flowers growing in like little kept parts. And then at the far back there is a large counter that looks like it has room that goes back again into another room. A little door there. Everything's in kind of like this gray slate marble. And across the walls and in cases, there are all kinds of little odds and ends of weird, indescript things that you assume are good for one thing or another. There's so many tiny little curious things here that don't seem to fit in with just the natural culture of this world. And your boss, Virgo, is standing at the corner tapping his fingers, reading some kind of old leather-bound book. He's actually not even looking at the door, and he doesn't notice you.
Okay. So I walk up to that counter where he's reading. I'm assuming I'm still below the counter.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the top of my head. And I knock on the side of it and I say, hello.
Ah, good, you made it back here. So I see that you brought something for me. Your backpack looks a little fat.
Wait, who's this?
This is Virgo, your boss.
Why does he sound like
Oh, I
Trader
s-
from Stalker? Now listen, Dex, I saved you.
Yeah, so I say I've got a couple things for you, and I first take out the Radis thing. And I ask him where I could get the bronze key to open this. Because Radis is really wanting his life savings.
Yes,
And he
Radis.
seems like he's about to die yesterday.
Radis has been getting a little old on us. I wondered how long he would stay at our stall in Oak Ridge. We're going to have to send someone to replace him. He pulls out a small little bronze key that seems like it would fit right in it. And he slides it across the desk.
Alright, I take the key and stow it in my little belt pouch for later.
Okay.
And then I take out, well, actually,
No, Davin, I saved you. I'm not pretending I did it to get favors upstairs.
alright, yeah, why not? I take out the other chest, the black oak, small black oak chest. And I show him the front, and that Radis said that this would take an acrium to open, the larger kind. And that if he knew where to get one, or if there happened to be one in the Emporium vaults.
Yes, Radis would be right. He takes out a little magnifying glass and starts looking at the edges of it and the lock and everything. Did you try to open it any other way?
Nope.
Yeah,
I mean,
before you...
someone in my party punched the top of it with a stick, but he didn't try to open it in any way.
And what happened when he punched it with the stick?
It's kind of like he got shocked pretty heavily. Dropped the stick, you know.
Stick went flying across the room.
He takes out a little small dial out of his pocket, and it's a gold circle, and then it's got like a ring floating above it, and it's got a purple gem in the center. And he pushes the purple gem, and the gold ring starts rotating really fastly, and it starts emanating a low, dull humming sound, and then through it you hear Radis's voice. Hello? Yeah. What? What do you want? You want something?
Oh,
What?
dude, you've got the Acrium axe. That's sick.
Radis, he brought this chest here to you. Did you try opening it? No, it's gonna take a Acrium key, a level 30 Acrium key, okay? It's, do you guys have any of those up there? It's been a long time since we did anything. And, I don't know, if you guys had those on port, or, what's going on. No, unfortunately, we don't have any. Did you smack it with anything? Yeah, I smacked it a few times, sent sparks everywhere like the others we had seen before. It's, almost exactly the same. So, I don't know. They said they got it from the Citadel to the southwest of, the Oak Reach. Okay, Radis, well, thank you very much. I think we send that bronze key over back with Davin for you, okay? Yeah, you better. That little shit's got my life savings in that fucking box, okay? I need that back. I gotta retire. I hate this fucking place, and I hate you people. He closes the, he pushes the little purple gem down, and the ring stops spinning again. And, he starts looking at it again. We don't have any acrodium keys this size here. The last place we knew of one existing would have been either in the Elven Enclave, or it would have been in Alandis. Alandis more likely than the Elven Enclave, but the elves, I mean, they hide secrets. I have no idea what the elves have over there.
Alright, and where's the Elven Enclave? Because I know Atlantis is to the north.
Do you not have a map of the sub-region?
Listen, I'm checking out all this, and I don't see anything noted as elves.
Okay, well...
Got a shit map.
It's my map is literal shit.
He takes out a leather pamphlet that's folded up, and he hands it over to you.
Ah, yes. Now I can see everything in 8-bit glory.
It's a pretty big image.
Oh, God, how do you view this without being shit?
Now, Devin, I saved you. I'm not pretending I didn't. You do some jobs for me, and we're even.
Alright, how do
Here's the
you view
question.
this in full size? Because when I click zoom, it zooms in a little bit.
Let me see.
Can I save
Oh
the
yeah, it
image?
doesn't zoom nearly enough. Let me here. Let me just.
Yeah.
So here's my question. I have an idea of where I would be during this entire thing, but when I hear a map, I'm gonna come over and try and read it over his shoulder.
Okay. He just nonchalantly takes another like really old, like these things look ancient, like thousands of years old, ancient pamphlet from behind the desk and just hands it to you as well. Like he has like hundreds of these underneath the desk.
What is this, a touring embassy?
We keep all kinds of. You never know what people need here. Normally maps are $5.99, but you work here. I'll just take it out of your savings.
Wait, so this is what I need the map.
Check your Discord. Well, as soon as it's done uploading.
Guessing it's up trying to upload from here too.
Boom, there you go. Crashes yours about halfway
Ah,
done.
yes, a 10 megabyte map.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we?
You are on the west coast, just above the Dead Marches.
Ah, yes, the West Marches. I mean, what?
The Dead Marches.
That sounds like a jolly good
That's-
time.
That's a roleplay joke.
Oh, I didn't get it.
It's the type of D&D
Oh,
campaign.
right there. Alright. So, okay, yeah, I'm looking at the map. I'm gonna have to take 10 minutes to actually read this. Okay, so I put all the chest stuff in my backpack again. And I make a note that it could get one at Alandis.
Okay.
Because I also have other business there. In a way.
Crash yours should be
Slash cut
uploaded to
someone
you.
else.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I'm trying to find where we are.
You see the Valana Desert goes south to Greenlush Domain, and then directly west of that, you'll see the Sea Watch and Mayando, and then goes south of that, and there's the Oak Reach region.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Where is the Elven Majiki?
The elves. I'm sorry. The elves are in the green lush domain.
Ah, what a name. Alright, those elves, they're not very creative.
Yeah, they just drink a lot.
Alright, so as Shadow Boy here is doing his stuff, I'm gonna step off to the side and open up Radis's chest.
Okay.
Mate, you're stealing his money? What the
No,
fuck?
I'm opening it and checking it out.
Inside of it, inside the small little lockbox are high quality gold coins stacked on top of each other, about 3 inches high. The box is about 4 inches total, but they're just stacked really neatly in rows, filled to the top, 4 inches high.
Okay, hang on. Do, 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 do.
Surely he won't notice a few coins gone. It's fine.
Replace it with copper. Done.
It's a shame that that chest with 2 inches of gold only made it to.
Listen, check.
Eric. Never made it to its destination. Is that chest with the 1 inches of gold in it was real heavy.
Do they look like that in Discord?
Let me see. Yeah, similar.
Alright, perfect. So they're assassin coins from John Wick.
God damn it.
Continental coins.
So they're worth a lot. Okay. I close the chest, lock it up, put the key in my pouch, and wait for later.
Okay. So you two are in the, let's see, Sindel and Tyr in the library. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I have a list of topics that I can PM you.
Okay.
I DM'd you one topic. The reason I'm here is for... well, I went with Sindel mainly because, well, the only character I actually, you know, want to keep safe. The rest of them are just cannon fodder.
Okay, make a perception roll.
Gonna be here a while.
So you're looking up and down and you see a book called Sunken Holes. And you pull that one out and you're reading it, and
I think I'm
it
in the wrong
just
section.
it just turns out to be about the geology of why holes sink in the ground, what makes sinkholes, how sinkholes are made, how a man-made sinkhole's created to collapse beforehand, or how you could actually create one to collapse like on a road without somebody paying attention to it with the right amount of weight.
Nice.
Make another perception roll. You get 3 total.
One of these days. One of these days.
You find another one that says Citadel on it, and you take the Sunken and the Citadel and you put them together, and you're like, yeah, that looks good. And you start reading the one about citadels, and it just tells you citadel construction, engineering feats of how they create large citadels.
I was waiting for it to just be
Even
about
got pictures.
Could I get advantage if I try
In
to
fact,
find
it's mostly pictures.
to help me?
Could you get advantage if you what?
If I find a librarian to help me find what I'm looking for.
Sure, absolutely. There's a old woman in a gown that's standing at the front desk, and she's sitting there sorting a few books currently.
Is she like the librarian in the Jedi Temple?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Could you help me find some information regarding the Sunken Citadel?
The Sunken Citadel?
Jesus Christ.
Her squinty little eyes narrow on you through the glasses, all beady, and she looks down in front of her, and she starts flipping through some books. Sunken Citadel, Sunken Citadel, Try, And she looks down at all the aisles of books. Aisle 4, row 7. So the aisle is the aisle of books, and then the row is the row of the shelf that it's on.
Yeah, that's how libraries work.
Good job.
Hey, some of them use the Dewey Decimal System, okay?
Technically, the Dewey Decimal System is exactly that.
Yeah, but it's just
Some of
numbered
them
and it
just throw 'em
confuses
anywhere.
people.
I
That
think
too.
Garen hit that way.
Nah, it's usually the patrons that do that. Trust me, I know.
So go ahead and roll, and then you have advantage.
Come on, one time.
There you go.
There we go.
All right,
You just
so
gotta ask the librarian. That's what you do.
with that, you're rolling across, and you actually do see the history of Oakreach, a book there, and you pull it open. And so you start reading it from front to back. So the Sunken Citadel was once where the royal family of Oakreach used to live. It's descriptive about their history, but it's non-descriptive about why they fell specifically. It did have something to do with a curse on their youngest child from a supposed warlock, and this was some 200 to 300 years ago, from a warlock that came from Farador Keep. Which would be on an island to the west of the Oakreach. Let's see. As you're going through the rest of it, it talks about how Oakreach became one of the most busiest commerce towns because it's directly along one of the roads that goes in and out through the region, and is considered safely traveled. That's why, Oakhurst itself isn't that bustling, but it has a very dense trade district on the northern side, which you guys were just in. Dawnreach also gets a lot of high-end traffic. The entire city of Dawnreach, while it doesn't contain any royalty, and there's actually no royal family anymore in the Oakreach section, it's been entirely displaced. There was a small manor on the far southwest side of Dawnreach that is fairly opulent, which is where passed down generations of royalty live for a period of time.
Did one of the ancestors dig too deep and find a portal to Lovecraftian hellscape, and then
God
you
damn
had to
it.
recruit adventurers to go down there and kill them?
God damn it.
Opulence
and
imperial.
Wraiths, you know.
My question would be, which Lovecraftian hellverse?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, which one? So the book actually doesn't say anything about wraiths or anything like that, or the giant hole that you guys saw down there, but you can assume if there was some associations with a regional warlock that was somewhat powerful. The book makes him out to be like he was some kind of like almost god figure, but
Oh, so
he was
it's
probably
Destro
just
warlock,
a really powerful warlock in the region that had something out for the family, and that he laid a curse to it or brought it to ruins in some way.
Oh, so he's just a Destro warlock. All right, roger that.
That was Gul'dan. Got it.
God damn it.
Drink.
And then I want you to make you get 2 intelligence rolls here.
So you want to roll me an intelligence save or?
Roll just not a save, but just a general intelligence check.
Well, then I'll just roll it like this.
So it's a d20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Yeah. Where's my intelligence? There it is.
Ooh. So from that, you're able to discern that, based off this history, the falling stars in the region, there's nothing really about that anywhere. So that's a new event that's come to the area. You know yourself personally what attracts a wraith. Wraiths tend to be long dead people that still have a reason to live into the area. And then, for the total transformation / memory loss, what you're looking for is a book on transfiguration, which may or may not actually be in this library. Those books are full of very interesting things and can be, they're very, very rare.
And by extension, very, very expensive.
Well, I mean, I have a gnome for that.
So Thumek, you're just wandering around in the trade districts, and are you wearing a hood or not?
No.
Okay.
Keep passively forgetting about everything with.
So
getting
you're still getting a lot of really weird looks from people occasionally. It's kind of like it's not like horrific or anything like that, but it's almost like racist segregation or whatever, you know, back in the 60s. Like, you just shouldn't be here. You're not really supposed to be here. So you got a lot of disgruntled looks, and people aren't all that sociable with you and whatnot.
Oops, wrong one. But it would have been the same regardless.
Squid only drinking fountains. What were you rolling for?
Remembering that I can't speak common.
Okay, yeah, you do.
So I'm sitting there in the middle of the trade district, and I just kind of look around and think to myself, fuck.
Time to assault
And-
people with your mind.
And then I wander back out. Unfortunately.
Sad squid.
Don Valos and Davin, you both have everything that you need. You took the chest with you, Davin, and Don Val. I gave you a copy of the map? Okay. And then you two can stay and look for the Transfiguration book in the library if you'd like to, but you don't necessarily have to. I won't
Might
guarantee
ask
that it's
the-
there either.
This librarian should know what book she has in her fucking library, so I ask her if she has it.
Okay.
I mean, if we have iPhone X's in this, they've got computers.
Goddamn.
Yeah, they should be able to
Maybe-
pull it up.
Maybe you should ask that guy if we can all get our Star Trek communicators.
So you walk up to the old lady and you ask her, and she says, well, if we do have anything like that, it's going to be in the restricted section in the
Man,
back.
I'm Hogwarts now.
Oh, shit, I'm on my way.
She pulls out a heavy iron key from her belt.
Yep.
And she holds it in her hand and she says, I need this back in 10 minutes. And she holds her hand open.
You can trust me. I grab it. Boys, I'm going to the Chamber of Secrets.
God damn
I
it.
try following you, she stops me.
It's the restricted section, Raven. Don't go to the chamber.
I'm going in,
Wait, there's
boys.
Sith holocrons in there, don't go in there.
I'm Hermione now.
Wait, there's Sith holocrons in there. Forbidden section, don't go
Climbing
in.
down a
Well, I
toilet.
guess,
So yeah, I go to
would we meet them in the
section.
library after taking so
I
goddamn
would
long
want to
for
meet
them
you
to
guys back at the
their shit?
Emporium if the thing that I messaged Guns is Coolio.
Oh, I halfway remembered and then look.
Thinking intensifies.
Thinking face.
Just so you can get started now, before I leave the Emporium, I grab enough pamphlets for everyone.
Okay. Let me go ahead and send that to them. And, okay, so that's your answer, Seth. So, make, 2 perception checks for me, Raven.
Perception. Oh wait, I still have advantage. Click. No, I took it off. Good. Oh, that's 1. And exact same result.
Wow! So,
lucky.
with your first attempt, you find a book about transformations. But it's like transformations of wild. It just says transformation on the front of it. And it
Has a
turns
book
out
of
to
a
be.
fucking bear on it.
It turns out to be transformations of like werebears and werewolves and things like that, and what causes them. Which you think you're kind of a little bit on the right track with that. But it doesn't end up. It's a catalog of all that stuff. It doesn't end up having everything that you need. Then the second book that you pick out is called Nature's Transformation. And it also has just transformations about like trees and why they turn different colors in the fall and spring and whatnot.
Got nice, pretty colors.
I love that book's in the restricted section too. Great.
It does.
What the
It does
fuck's
have a
this
little section in the back about deadly toxins and trees, and that's about it.
Oh man, what is this? Fucking Republican town? Oh, since I
So,
don't find what I'm looking for, I guess I leave.
Okay. Don Valos and Davin, are you guys leaving the Emporium?
I don't believe I have any other business here.
Okay.
And I'm more or less just following him.
Okay.
Nope. I asked Virgo if he knows anything about if they were looking for a small, I don't remember the size of it, glowing, like reddish, orangish
It was
power
about
source in
the size of a
Oakhurst.
marble. Yeah. He tilts his head to the side and he thinks about it. No, we weren't looking for one. We have quite a few of those, but I would, take it off your hand for like 15 gold pieces.
That's it? There's nothing of importance, really?
I mean, they are a power source. For other Acronym needed power source things, they're kind of common in them, and he waves his hand over the counter, and you can see that there's several other kinds of devices that have these red marbles actually laid into them.
Alright. I just take what he had and,
Wait, you didn't even ask if we could get any more of those iPhones.
I'm not worried about that.
Wait, I'd be worried about it?
Nah. Maybe next time.
So, as you guys walk out, Don Valo, or both of you actually make a perception check as you're walking out. Boo-doo-doo. Ooh.
I am perceptive.
Ooh. Both of you, which, Davin, you've seen it maybe once or twice before, but he's apparently pulled it out from the back and put it to the side. It's the big ivory carriage. And it's not, God damn it. It's the big ivory carriage, and the wheels on it, it's pretty ornate. It's got that, white, greenish, almost ivory color to it on everything. There are, wood inlays of a really dark grain on it. The roof is made out of some kind of really thick-looking metal. It's really ornate looking in its own, but it also looks pretty sophisticated. It does look like it takes an Acronym power source of some sort from where you would hook up a horse. It has like a spike, and then it has like a cutaway where a Acronym power source would fit into the back of it. And the wheels have spikes on them for increased tread and everything, but it looks like it's not working, like it doesn't have power to it.
Alright. I've seen it before and I know what we need for it, so I'm not too attracted to it. I'm still leaving.
Okay, I guess Crash does nothing.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, that's interesting.
Cool.
Thumek, you're still wandering around all the stalls and looking at different things. And you're looking at all the different traders. You come up to an alchemy shop, and you're looking around at all the different ingredients that they have. Are you looking for anything in particular?
He's looking for Nemo.
Who, me?
Thumek.
Oh, sorry. Well, since I'm by myself and can't really speak to anybody, I kind of just gave up on that thought.
Oh, you could force it on them if you wanted to.
True. Well, technically, how far away is everyone from me?
The other side of town is about where Sindel and Tyr are. That's about 300 to 400 feet. And then Don Valos and Davin are about another 300 to 400 feet at the top part of town.
Okay. Well, the one thing that I was thinking about looking for would require a pretty decent magic shop. So I wouldn't know where to look for one in town.
Those do exist. It would be in the trade district that you're at. It's not actually that hard for you to find. There's actually a couple that are pretty well stocked overall.
Okay. I will walk to the closest one.
Okay. So you walk in, and there's a couple people, a couple of other, like, maybe, lower type mages, young type mages, or people that think they kind of know magic, but they're in there. And then you see one guy that's in some, he's not really in robes, he's kind of in, like, just a casual garb, but you can tell that he kind of, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's there and what he's looking for. He's carrying a staff around with him. And there's shelves with glass in front of them with all the objects and all the different things and stuff you need. What were you looking for?
Well, if I could get the list to load on my end, so I can double check the right thing. I am looking for an immovable rod.
Okay. There is one of those. It's labeled pretty easily on the shelf. It's labeled for 500 gold.
Nice.
And it's posted up on the shelf. It's actually just like floating in the middle of the shelf.
Do you have to take the shelf with you? It isn't movable.
No.
Good, because I don't want to do any more heavy lifting of anything.
You wouldn't be able to lift this if it was activated.
Boy, I lifted a crate.
It requires a DC 30 strength check.
Yikes.
Or 3,000 pounds of weight to move it.
So you're saying it is immovable, though?
Oh, it is. It just takes way more effort than what most people can do.
It's movable. It's just not very...
Well, there's also a button to turn it on and off. Alright, I see the price on it, and then I just kind of meander around the shop. See if I notice anything exceptional for a low price.
No, everything seems here to be priced just about right. The shop knows what they have and they know what they're selling. Isn't really kind of like a defunct, like you would find used goods here or anything like that.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, well, so there's another magic shop too?
There is.
I'll try going that one too.
Okay. And you're looking for the same thing, or are you looking for something different?
I'm looking for the same thing, and then possibly anything that's well priced.
Okay. So he does have a section of potions in this magic shop. He has a section of rings that are all on like a fake pedestal hand. He does have another rod of immovability. This one looks kind of newer, but also worse for wear, like it's gone through a little bit of damage. And then he has a section full of some scrolls. He doesn't have prices listed on any of this, and it's an old man with a big beard. He has like one or two other people browsing, looking through the wares in the shop. But that's it.
Are the rings labeled at all?
No, the rings aren't labeled at all.
Can I make an attempt to see what they are?
Sure. So there are 5 rings. One of them is a ring of jumping. Another one is a ring of mind shielding. Another one is a ring of swimming. One of them is a ring of warmth. And then one of them is a ring of water walking.
Alright. None of that really interests me right now. And then the immovable rod you said looked newer but damaged, right?
Yeah, like it's taking a beating.
Gently used.
Gently.
Yeah. A magical item that's gently used means that's probably one use away from just detonating in your face.
Hey, come on. I've had bad rolls on plasma guns as well, don't worry.
Oh boy.
Does anything stick out in the shop to me at all?
No, not really. There are, I mean, general potions, the rings, some scrolls of varying. Nothing's insanely high level except for a few things, but you would also assume that those things are out of your price reach in terms of their power.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna leave the trade district and search for one of the other guys, see if they can lend me some money.
Okay.
See,
So
lend means that you're gonna get it back.
Yeah, I'll give it back.
One day.
Sindel and Tyr, have you decided to stay in the lobby or library or leave?
I do wanna go read upon some stuff to see like what ritual brought me to be.
Okay. Make another perception roll for me.
Oh boy, perception, my strong suit.
So you kind of figured you're looking for a book that has something to do with, celestials, or halfling celestials, which is kind of what you are. So while you're in the restricted section with Sindel, you're looking through, and you do find a book called Celestial Creation. And what it goes over is that all celestials that existed from the beginning of the creation of the known world. But when celestials die, often they fragment. And they, depending on how powerful the celestial is, they can fragment into a couple of pieces of their soul, or they can fragment into hundreds of thousands of pieces of their soul. And they can be varying sizes, which creates other celestials, or these soul shards can enter beings and create half celestial, half, whatever it is that they intercept with. There are some rare cases where celestial souls will actually bind with demons. Those tend to be very bad.
Well, anything to do with demons tends to be very, very bad.
Well, worse than a normal demon would be to say. Because they have the, abilities of they can gain the abilities of celestials as well as whatever kind of demonic form they take as well. So reading this, you kind of figured that you were a piece of a celestial that fragmented, although you're not sure how powerful that celestial was. What you do read, though, is that even a fragment of a celestial soul can gain its own power, and there's no understandable reasoning why a shard of a celestial soul could not become as powerful as the celestial it came from. Except for physical limitations of bodies they inhabit.
Okay. That's good to know now. I don't think I need to find anything else.
Okay. Everyone good?
Yes.
So you all
You got
start meeting up back towards the center of town.
I sure do.
Oh, actually, let me message this to you, Raven.
Wow, secrets.
XD.
Hehe, je suis XD.
No, this might be, depending on what it is, it might be a teehee and a smiley face.
A winky face?
Naughty
Oh, yeah, a winky face.
secrets. I'll tear the secrets from your flesh.
Oh god, fucking vicious. Interrogator vicious.
Naughty
I'll
secrets.
rip the secrets from your flesh.
Carve your secrets out with a spoon.
Yeah. Eat it like ice cream. Jesus Christ.
Boom.
This will do it.
Why?
I am making those gains. Dost thou even hoist, brethren?
So all of you guys meet back up in the center of town. And it's up to you to decide where you go now.
I look at my comrades and collectively, think to them all. Is it possible for me to borrow about 140? No, 240 gold.
For what purpose?
Yeah, what are you buying, pal?
A magical object called an immovable rod.
I look towards Crash's character as we're talking to this guy who's not speaking and just chuckle to myself.
Oh yeah, because he's not in on it yet. I say I could lend you 70.
Anyone else have any contribution? Otherwise, we could just move on, and I can always get it later.
I mean, I could give... How much do you need? 240?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He is guessing at the price.
You told him it was about 500.
Yeah.
Oh, the new one is the damaged one.
No, you said the other one that was in the first shop was 500. That was not damaged.
Right, exactly. The new or the the non-damaged one's about 500.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Which you don't know what could damage an immovable rod. They're pretty sturdy.
So if you've got 70...
God, why did it do that?
You know what? Fuck it. What's the difference there?
Math.
Math is hard. Yeah,
John, check your messages.
I'll give him 100 if so Tyr can give him 70.
Oh, I'll give him 70.
Alright. Cause I've got some
Yes, you would, Crash.
I've got a good amount of...
I'll hand you 70.
Yeah, and I hand him 100. So he's got
Add an
enough.
item that says debt.
So I just need another 70 gold, and I should be able to purchase it.
Said you needed 240, we just gave you 240.
Well, you said 100 and then 70, right?
And then Raven gave you 70.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't
Yeah, you
hear
got
that
it.
clearly. Alright. So I'm gonna go back to that first shop.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow.
Uh,
I guess we'll all follow.
Yeah.
I'm not like, huh? He's talking with these guys, not
You're just
talking with me.
You're
Everyone's
just
just
kinda
staring at
following.
each other quietly. You're like, why is nobody talking?
Staring quietly and handing gold over. Like, what?
so I get to the shop, right?
Uh-huh.
And go inside. I look at Sindel,
God.
and then kind of gesture towards the rod, and then hand him the gold.
You don't want to try to like barter anything with him. You're just gonna pay for it straight up.
was
I
gonna
can't barter.
Okay.
Unless you want me to unintentionally break the shopkeeper's mind.
I mean, so that's up to you.
I mean, that could actually lead to better things. I got a +8 to sleight of hand. No, it's good.
Yeah, okay, so he kind of, he looks at you and, he's eyeing you a little bit, and then he notices you motion to that, and so he walks over and opens up the case, and he takes out the rod, and he counts the gold for a second, and after he's pretty sure it's about 500, he go ahead and hands it to you.
Awesome.
Would he perchance be selling any healing potions?
Yes, he does have a selection of potions. Let me make
Oh.
this up. He has regular potions of healing, and then he has a range of potions. So you're in a different. This was not the second shop. These are labeled. He has potion of healing. He has potion of greater healing. Potion of hill giant strength, resistance, poison, water breathing. He has an elixir of health. He has a oil of etherealness. A potion of clairvoyancy. He has a potion of gaseous form. One of invulnerability. One of stone giant strength. And then he has an oil of sharpness.
I'd like the menu with prices on it.
Oh, jeez.
So that was my perception, to try and see if there is a potion in here similar to the one that I found.
Oh. No, there's not. You're fairly certain that there is not. This vial is like, solid. It was a dark brown murky liquid when you first got it, but now it's turned into like a solid black, almost sludge.
Oh, fun.
You should drink it.
Oh, this mulch burns my throat.
No, he's Australian, remember?
Oh, I hope it heals better than it tastes.
The fuck was that?
That was not Australian.
No, I'm just being
Looked
retarded
like
now.
looked like a weird, or sounded like a weird leprechaun.
I'll do this to the vial.
I was doing all the wood elf.
Detect
fucking
magic.
shit,
You do detect that there is some kind of magical presence on the inside of it.
Ooh.
Let's
Magical
see.
black goo.
You are not sure of the exact contents of what kind of magical properties it may hold, but you are fairly certain that it is harmful in one respect.
Okay. I also only whispered that to you, so I don't mind talking about it.
Well, I mean, I know what detect magic does.
Well, you know what detect magic does, but you don't know what gave me detect magic.
What else did I say? Okay.
Okay, well now that I have detect magic up, I suppose I'll just look around the.
The whole place is glowing.
Duh!
I can't see the guardians.
My
Okay.
eyes!
That was the selection of potions that I'll actually just put that into fucking chat here. That was the selection of potions he had, and he has a wide range of a lot of those. And, varying types.
Well, I'm gonna buy one potion of healing. For dim emergencies.
Guns, do I know the value of these coins in this chest?
Make an intelligence roll.
Why are you gonna steal this guy's fucking life savings, please?
Because he's gonna die anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're pretty sure each coin is worth about 100 gold pieces, and there's probably about 200 to 300 coins altogether.
Yeah, he's not getting that back. let's say 250 coins in there. Because you said 200 to 300?
Yikes.
we can
Let me
try and make
do.
Return it since we don't even know he has it.
Boop.
Roll like an amount of D whatevers.
All the D.
Roll the D.
And then one more.
170.
One more. So yeah, about 240.
Okay.
sir, would you happen to know what could be done with a vial of ectoplasm?
Crotchety old man voice.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes. A vial of ectoplasm you could sell. Perhaps if you were skilled in alchemy, you could use to make a variety of potions yourself. The selling price for the alchemist down the street is about 80 gold pieces an ounce.
Ah, they use freedom mutants here.
Ah, yes.
Oh god, I want
Good
to
thing I
cough
have an
myself.
8 fluid ounce bottle of it. Tyr has an alchemy kit, right? Someone did.
Yeah, he does.
Alright, I'm gonna keep mine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with mine
I
either.
don't know what it could be used for. That seems important.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about, like, what could you make with it?
Let's see. Let me go to the compendium.
If it turns out it's just a nice condiment on a sandwich, then I'm gonna sell it.
Oh, really? What the fuck? Did I hit one of my fucking... Nope, didn't mean to do that.
I think he accidentally deleted Puerto Rico.
Wait, what?
So it can be used as a light source, for one. It can be applied to the blade of weapons for extra damage against undead. Let's see. Okay. It can be used in a general amount of potions for types of necrotic damage or increased damage against undead, as well as to imbue light sources onto different types of potions. So it could be used in a potion, like if you were to put it into a simple potion mix, you could use it to possibly make yourself give off light for a certain amount of time. Or increase your damage to undead, or give yourself a +2 necrotic damage, or you could apply it to a bladed weapon.
I'm gonna create that blade oil. Gonna go all Witcher on some ghoul.
We're turning into witchers now?
Basically.
Basically.
Oh,
Okay.
business here.
Anybody else want anything to do before you guys decide where you're going?
No.
I'm restraining myself.
Yeah. let's leave before Tex just lists the
He's
entire
just twitching.
story.
He's like, I can't.
Okay.
Let's leave.
So you guys step back outside of the shop, and you're all in about the center town square of Dawnreach.
Where are we gonna go, boys and girls?
Probably find an inn and take the load off and spend the night.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do that. I want my own room. Got some gold. I got some gold counting to do.
Invites fucking strippers and cocaine over, so when he walks into Davin's room, and he's just like, ah, get out!
Blackjack and hookers.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go over to an inn.
The Tiber Septim Hotel in the Imperial City.
So you look around and you do notice that there are no actual, let's see, there are no inns in this particular type of town, or in this town, Dawnreach. Dawnreach is known as a non-dwelling town, so if you want business in Dawnreach, you come in and do your business in Dawnreach, and then you leave, and there are places that you can go in Oakhurst. And there are a few places in Summerglim to the north, but they're more like camping grounds in Summerglim. They're prefurbished, but they're more like camping grounds in Summerglim.
Fuck it, let's go camp in the fucking woods. Or we can go back to Oakhurst, which would take more time.
Let's fast forward to Oakhurst, unless we're gonna get ambushed.
Fast travel, boys.
Attempt to fast forward.
Alright, so you guys arrive there at about...
Well, as we're walking down the road to Oakhurst,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want to mention something.
Okay.
Yep.
So, on your way to Oakhurst...
So, I think you guys might be able to help me. I'm trying to find something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a chest
we
that
all?
looks like this one.
Well, not just that one. Not just...
A little piece of shit that looks like me.
well, here's a question to guns. Do I still have the thing in my pocket that I was given?
Yes.
I know you might not answer this question. Is it a good idea to pull it out here?
You can do whatever you'd
Is
like.
it something evil?
That's his dick.
Belongs to something evil.
Be right back.
What
Fuck
happens
it
if
up.
it's something evil? I'm a Scourge Asimir. What do you think is gonna happen?
Exterminatus.
I'm looking for something so I can kill it.
Oh, what are you going to kill?
It's a feather, right?
No, it's a bristle.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find whatever this bristle belongs to.
Did you
and
not add it
rip
to
its
your
heart out.
inventory?
No, I didn't.
Can I pull a good old-fashioned divine sense on that thing?
Sure, go ahead. You detect evil, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hand it
Would
to me.
you-
Steve.
I'll hold it with my right hand. Let's put it that way.
Just hand it to me. Just give it to me. Let me hold this. I want to hold it.
So when you cast Divine Sense, you do get a strong aura of evil emanating off of this bristle. This bristle's leathery. It's about 6 inches long, thin. It looks like it's not that strong, but it is demonic in nature. You know that automatically. You get a pretty big sense of like this was a part of something evil. But aside from that, you also notice that there's something pretty evil standing beside you.
Which one? Okay, what is Crash's guy wearing? What is this boy wearing? Wearing those Timbs? Is he wearing Timberland boots?
Well,
Back off, B.
he, it is Crash himself.
Right side.
It's covering his left side. Well, his left arm is bandaged up.
Let me see your arm.
Like a
your
kid
arm.
on a playground. Let me see your arm.
Give me your arm.
I'll hold out the arm,
Alright.
and I'll slowly remove the bandage.
Now what am I gonna see? Am I gonna see like burn marks? Am I gonna see some like
You're gonna
robo?
see plated armor.
So you have.
Actually, I wrote this down.
Yeah, you did.
I was gonna go tentacles.
So you've covered. So you've covered plated armor and bandages for whatever reason. Are you like going to the District 9 prawn thing? Are you turning into an armored boy?
Where's this document with it?
It's an alien.
It's a fucking prune.
Salad.
This piece of armor
On the
consisting
bobby.
of it covers my entire left arm, and it's like scale mail.
Are you turning into like a dragon or something? That's some. Okay, can I investigate that? Is that something I can do? Can I like?
Well, here let me. Small scale life plates attached to a very tight chainmail that appears as though it's fabric. Everything appears to be made of a blackened iron or obsidian type material.
Can you take that off or no?
I cannot.
All right, can I
Touch it, he's got
investigate?
grayscale.
What the fuck is this stuff going on here?
The
Yeah.
plates and mesh are covered in a scrolling script.
Can I religion check that script?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
What's the DC on that? I don't know.
It's not very high. It's only 10. So you know that this comes from a celestial demon god of the multiverse. You're not exactly sure which one, as there's about 6 or 7 of them that are pretty high figures, and there's probably several others that are less prominent, working in the shadows, or just choose to never reveal themselves or what they're doing. But this, you're not sure exactly which one this comes from, but you know this is actually a limb of one of those beings.
Sindel here now. Have some for your geeky self to look at.
Quick question. You said celestial and demon. So
Uh-huh.
what's the script? Is it celestial or is it abyssal?
It is exactly,
Yes.
It's a celestial demon.
It is both.
Alright.
Celestial. Alright, can I read it?
yeah. No. You can read parts of it, but
Alright, Matt, come here. I can't read these other letters.
Well, I'll also say this. You can read it, but as you read it, the text that you're reading shifts and changes, so you can never completely, like...
What is this Lovecraft shit?
I'd say, I'd love to know.
As the text is changing, we start filling in a crossword puzzle in the dirt.
Sindel, I need you over here. You need to
Let's
come
just
look
say
at
I'm,
this.
I'm not wearing it
check
by
it out.
choice.
So I look at the script. Do I make any sense of it?
no, it's yeah, that's up to Crash. It's it changes based on when you guys read it.
It seems like it's right up your alley, Sindel. I know it has something to do with higher beings.
Yeah, I'm getting the same shit you are, since I can also read it celestial.
Yeah. Let's see if Themet can do something, because those letters look abyssal.
It appears as if the arm is consciously attempting to thwart understanding.
You fucking arm.
So in other words,
Boston arm.
out of character, if we had that warlock that could read anything, then we would be set.
Yeah. That's up to
technically-
Crash.
Well, I don't know. I wrote it down more or less that if you could read, even if you could read anything out of character, if you weren't like some sort of high-powered celestial, it would be near impossible to read in like by itself.
So me and Sindel have decided that this is a very, very caution-filled thing, so I'm just gonna have to tell you to keep that arm to yourself, Pally.
Well, it's not like if I have a choice in the matter.
And I'm going to have to tell you right now that you are very, very lucky that I am showing restraint. Because that is some evil shit.
Yeah, it's pretty evil.
Yeah, it's pretty evil.
So that's good.
But unfortunately, sometimes in order to capture and jail some of these things,
Oh, you capture in jail? Then that is quite a dangerous occupation.
Oh man, he's Blade.
unfortunately.
He's the Daywalker.
I just kill him.
However, unfortunately, that's all I remember at this point.
So do you have a boot to match that arm or no?
No.
Okay. Alright, let's move
Memory
on.
loss
boys.
seems to be very common
Tyr's
these
wondering
days.
if he can invest in the right-hand side. Evil or not.
I guess
Yeah.
we go on, Dook.
I don't know. I haven't read that. I haven't wrote that arm yet.
Let's move on now.
Alright, so you guys move into Oakhurst and you're looking for an inn for the night. Easy enough for you to find. For a room for each person, it will be 15 gold pieces per person.
Yeah, I can afford that.
Just for a room for the night. How
How much would a nice room cost?
A nice room? Probably 20.
I'm going 20.
I'm
Boy.
gonna go 20.
I wish this was like prices set in like the book and stuff. Looks like I'm camping outside tonight.
That's right, he doesn't have any gold
so
anymore.
Motherfucker, hang on. I gotta move you guys. And then I gotta move you
Does-
again.
Does
Oh, there you
Tentacle
go.
Boy want some gold?
I've already borrowed enough gold.
I can give you easy 10-20
Help.
if you want.
I've gone blind.
I can't see!
I can't see.
I'm legally blind, I cannot see!
It's okay. Just chill the fuck
Oh
out.
lord.
Okay. Let me get
Oh,
your
Lordy,
guys'
my
tokens.
I can't see nothing.
You just gotta
Boop.
believe.
I
Boop.
got bronchitis, ain't nobody got time for that.
Boop. And boop. And boop.
Boop.
Okay, and then I gotta... I'm gonna have to do this I gotta figure out a way to move you guys seamlessly.
And I'm pretty sure you can Control C and just copy.
Oh, really? Sindel...
I feel
We-
slightly more useful. I think my rolls are being good today.
Fumik...
I'm kind of 50-50.
Davin... Don Valos... Here, can you guys see now?
Nope.
At the balls. Let's see.
We're in the darkness.
The darkness.
They can't kill you if they're all dead. I love it.
Uh, Okay, what if I do that?
Hey!
Aha.
I see things. I see things.
Okay.
I can finally see. I got
Is
the
it
gift of me.
is it line of sight for you guys though?
No, I
No.
can see everything.
How about now?
Nope.
Can you still see everything?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? How about now?
Nice.
Everything
is gone.
Nothing.
That's
I can't
oh my
see.
god. How about now?
Nope.
How about no?
Black screen.
God, what the fuck? You guys should be able to go to Advanced tab and then go to Emit Light and then click the all or has sight and just type in like 200 feet.
Can't see my character.
Oh, you know what? Let me do that then.
And now I can see.
Where's the advanced lit?
Don't worry about
I
it.
can't see it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's because he put sight onto my character.
Why? Are you gonna be a bar fight? Are you gonna like piss us off?
Right?
Possibly. Hey, now I can see normally.
Is this
Okay.
gonna be like that famous scene in that Berserk thing?
Where is the
So you
advanced,
can't
just so I know it in the future?
you can't see everything though, right?
Nope, now it's good.
We can see what we're supposed to see.
Okay. Yeah, like walls and shit. Welcome to the tavern.
Devin. Oh, we haven't even walked in yet. You can't welcome us if we haven't walked in yet.
Can't walk in this way either, because that's the stables.
Wait, why are we walking into the stables?
I don't know.
That's where
Should
she
go to the front door, which is over here.
I can't. I can't see. What the fuck? Where are we going?
Just fucking there.
What, there we go. Jesus. Why'd you put us at the stables entrance?
I don't know, man. It's where Thumek's gonna sleep.
No, I got his room. Don't worry, I got him.
Okay, so you guys go in, and there is a older lady, 40s, 50s, maybe, with her husband there working behind the counter. They're serving the 5 or 6 other patrons that are there, and there's maybe 7 or 8 other people that are actually dining. There's also 2 barmaidens that are help serving people, and then you do see one person walk back to the left-hand side down a hallway towards their rooms. Okay.
Someone needs to say, I'll say it. I'm gonna need a good, nice room for the night, m'lady.
Yes, of course. How many of there are you?
4.
I also need a room. Doesn't need to be fancy.
There are a room will be 15 gold pieces. One of our upstate rooms will be 20 gold pieces.
I would like an upstate room, please. Sindel, if you want to have a 2-1, that's fine. If not,
I'm grabbing a
This one?
separate room.
Oh shit. Okay. So Sindel and Tyr,
Feels bad.
Sindel and Tyr, your rooms are going to be on the left-hand side. And then everybody else's room is going to be on the right-hand side.
I'm just gonna grab a drink and go to a table.
I do not need a drink. I'm probably.
Hold
gonna
on.
go
The old stories
It doesn't.
tell me don't even
Tiles
separate the party
don't
by
work.
40 feet.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Where's the room?
Maps misaligned.
Oh, you know what? Here, fucking.
Where is the room?
So
Dude,
why
It's
do we
here.
need line of sight in here?
we don't need line of sight.
Fine. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
We're in a well-lit inn.
There you go. Jesus.
Holy moly.
Perfect.
Thank you. I have vision. Themek, do you want a room?
He's going to the stable.
Oh, he's going to the stable. Never mind. He's gone.
Don't split the party.
Don't split the party by having one of them in the. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go to the front of the thing and ask for a menu. Can I get
The
a
fuck
menu?
did?
Themak's
Sure,
supposed to fucking
absolutely,
say-
honey. And she hands you a paper
I'm grabbing
menu.
dibs on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I walked to a room, my room, so I'm gonna go this one.
Alright, what's the food on this menu? Need to know. Immersion's sake, so I don't order some like sushi or something.
There's just some regular flank steak from cows. There's pork chops.
Oh, it's a meat and potatoes
There's
kind of place, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, is there some stew?
There is just a general stew, the daily stew, which is a mixture of vegetables, some broth, and some meat, and potatoes.
Stuff.
Nice, that's what I want. Give me this.
Okay.
stew.
I'll grab a drink and a stew.
Okay. Stew's gonna be 2 gold pieces apiece.
I'll just take my stew.
And it is about 8 p.m. right now, so it is pretty dark outside. There's a slight smudge in the sky from the sun, but it's not that dark. There's a multitude of travelers in here, though, that are sitting around by the fire, talking, eating dinner, a couple of things.
Jerking
About that book of what's it called? The Book of Transfiguration.
Mm-hmm.
I have this. So where would I think I could find it? Because it wasn't at that library.
So when you were researching through it, it would be a research specific library regarding celestials, the multiverse, and everything like that when it came in here. If you're asking questions or wanting to know answers regarding Thumek.
Do I know of such a place?
Yeah, so there is the Seaside Research and Observatory. Let me see. The Seaside Celestial, yeah, so the Seaside Celestial Observatory, which is north of you guys. You believe that they would have either a book, or information that would pretty much give you the answer regarding that.
Right, so Thumek, where you at?
I'm standing right at the bar, just standing there, not knowing what to do.
I mean, I'll call you over to the table.
I sit at the bar.
Do you want a stew, Thumek? Can you eat?
Yeah.
Can you eat?
Would you like some stew, Thumek? It's an honest question. Can you eat?
I think Thumek would prefer something more meatier. I'm pretty sure Mind Flayers are just straight up carnivores.
They are.
Because of the whole, brain.
Bring this man a live chicken.
Not that sort of. Well, technically.
Do you want a steak? I can get you a steak if you want.
A nod.
Alright. What are you gonna tell good old Sumi?
Well, yeah, so while we're eating and drinking, I'd tell you that, so I've been looking into this problem of yours, and I believe that if we were to find any information regarding your transformation, it would be at the Seaside Observatory north of here.
Help a great deal. That way I can figure out what the heck happened to me. I don't even know what I originally was.
One of the young barmaids comes up and she's holding a little notepad with a pencil and she asks you what you guys would like to order.
Stew, wine.
Well,
She writes Sindel's down and she looks at Tyr.
just a stew, please. Thank you.
She writes that down and she looks at Thumek with a kind of a weird look and tilts her head.
No, no, no.
Ask him.
Here's what I do. I point at the notepad, and with prestidigitation, I write down what I want.
Okay, what do you write down?
Steak and water.
I asked you if you wanted a steak.
Yeah, I nodded.
Oh.
Okay, so steak and water's written down and she's like shaking a little bit as the pencil just kind of writes out of her hand.
Not going to hurt you.
Oh no, like, I don't use her pencil right, it just appears magically.
Oh, okay. She's
I
still
have to try
freaking
and
out, and she's
We had to
like,
try and reassure her that she's
I'll
not
be
gonna
right back with those orders. And she just before you can say anything to her, she just runs off.
I'll let her know when she comes back. Then.
The old man of the inn walks up to you and he puts a hand down on the table. What'll it be for you, son? And he's talking to you, Don Valos.
Just a stew.
He walks off and gets that for
Sounds
you
good.
and bring that back to you. What are you up to, Davin?
Counting
Oh,
money.
just messing with the gold, you know. How does the size of these coins compare to a normal gold coin?
It's the same size of a normal gold coin, but it's a much higher quality. And if you actually hold a regular gold coin in your hand and one of those gold coins, the gold coins from the box feel about 3 times denser.
Okay, and how many stacks of coins are there in the thing? Because I know there's 240 coins, but how many stacks?
I feel like texture characters is doing that thing with
There
the-
are
a gold
8
coin
stacks
in the
of
fingers.
coins.
8
Yeah, he's
stacks,
spinning
okay.
around.
Just rolling it around in his fingers.
Oh god, now he's cursed.
So 30 per stack. And he hasn't seen the inside of this. Continue on with someone else figuring things out.
Okay, so you guys are sitting in there. The barmaiden walks back up with a tray, and she's actually kind of shaking with the tray. You can see the stew like kind of spill out on top a little bit as she sets the tray down, and she hands the stew. And you only asked for wine, and she only charged you for wine, but she brought you a whole bottle of wine and 2 glasses with it, and then the other stew. And then she takes a raw steak and plops it on a plate and puts it in front of Thumek and a cup of water, and then she just kind of like quickly scurries off without making eye contact.
Thank you, miss.
Look down at the raw steak, and not being a mind flayer to begin with, I'm kind of like looking at it as to why it's raw.
Your mind player, boy.
It does seem like it would taste delicious though, even though that's like, why would you eat a raw steak? It does feel like that would taste delicious.
You have inherent hunger. That's what it is.
Squid
Well-
boy hungers.
Just to satisfy my, original character. I don't know why original was. I'm assuming he wouldn't eat raw meat. I guess I'd just use prestidigitation, just kind of heat it a bit first before eating it.
I
I
was
won't necessarily
thinking-
cook it.
I was thinking, could I cook it with produce flame?
Sure, yeah, you could.
Well,
Uh,
then I'll just conjure a flame in my hand and hold it over the steak.
Like fucking broiling the steak. It gets a nice crispy outside finish and steams a little bit, and then you flip it over with your other hand using like telekinesis. Or no, Thumek flips it over using telekinesis, and you just broil the other side of it. And then when you're done, he just kind of sits there and looks at it and just face slams into the steak.
I did not.
You were very hungry.
Not hungry enough to just face the table.
I'm
It had been
imagining just,
it had been a couple of days.
imagining you just picking up a fork and a knife and just doing.
I
doing
had
the thing.
tons of rations. It's not like I'm starving.
Now, I'm gonna do like the religion thing and do like the grace and stuff before I eat, and then Zindel's gonna roll her eyes like a.
Yeah, I roll my eyes and ignore you. Try to get me to grab your hand, and I'm like, get away from me.
You see a little steam coming off of Thumek, and it's not sure because you're saying grace or because of the steak.
Yeah, I don't know. You okay there, Thuma? You okay there, buddy?
Just continue eating.
The holy words are clearly not affecting him. That's good.
Make a perception check, Crash.
Wonderful. That's just a wonderful question to ask.
Those are the best.
So you notice at the far end of this inn, there are 3 men there sitting in that gold armor from earlier that the temple guards seem to be wearing. And on what the temple guards of Oakreach are wearing kind of like a gold-plated armor, if you forget.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And sitting on one side of them is a tiny little gnome, who's also in this gold-plated armor, but it looks a little bit more regal, like maybe he might be a higher rank, somehow. And off to his left-hand side is a bit obscured from you, but it is some kind of chest.
Son of a bitch. I'm not gonna act right away. I'm gonna finish my stew, because this stew is fucking good.
You should probably come to me if you're dealing with any holy people. I could probably do something. Out of character, of course. They look pretty heavy armored. Now, do I see anything? What do I see? What do I got going on here?
I mean, Don Valos is he's kind of on his own staring at those people. You are, having casually a conversation with
I'm
Sido
staring
and
at those
Dumek.
people, and I do not look pleased,
Yeah.
except for the times in which I put food in my mouth.
So can I see that the guy is Can I see that Don boy? I don't know your fucking name.
Make a perception roll.
Can I see that he's slightly agitated? Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Yo, fluffy film. Unlucky.
Stew is too good.
Stu is clouding my vision.
Oh no.
I have
So,
to like
I
lift
suppose-
up my mask every now and then.
Can I hear them from here?
Make a
Or
perception
can-
roll for me.
Or at the very least, kind of determine what they're
Nope, not from
talking
here.
about from their body language?
They seem to be, with that, you think maybe they're just talking about, like, general pleasantries, like, how was your day, whatnot.
Hmm. Okay, well, I'll wait till I finish my stew, and then I'm gonna go over to the other three sitting at the table
Okay.
and tell them, it's like, hey, I think I might see what I mistook you guys for,
Oh.
and I'll
Oh,
point
those
out the four guys over there.
Oh, those guys over there. They seem religious, but I don't know what religion they're part of. If you need help, let me know. I'm an inquisitor.
Well, I suppose I could ask you, if you could find out more about them, that'd be great.
I will do my best. But the stew is just bombing.
I know, right?
You gotta wait till I'm finished, then I go do it.
And then, as he goes over to talk to him, I'm going to attempt to stealth.
Let's see.
That's
The three normal guards, passive perception, you're fine, but the gnome notices that you're maybe trying to ease up on him a little bit.
but he probably doesn't like really care. Alright, where are they actually? Do you have an indication where they are so I can move my token there for immersion sake?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they're holy shit! They're across the fucking bar. All right, so just stand up on the table.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Excuse me.
Well met.
No. They're playing some card game on the table. Healthstone.
Oh no. Right next to the hearth. Jeez.
On the nose, much.
Hello. Good evening, gentlemen. How goes it?
Hello. The gnome looks up at you kind of quizzically, wondering what you're doing.
Fucking garden gnome looking ass. Hello. My, you're a tall.
God damn it.
So, which side is the chest on? I just more or less want to see if I can get it.
It's on the left-hand side of the gnome, right there.
Don't
I'm
piss
more-
him off yet.
More or less want to just see it,
It seems you guys are
get a better look at it.
You can try and reposition and roll another perception roll if you want.
Oof.
Yeah, so you're pretty confident that's the chest that they took, that somebody took from you earlier. You do notice that the front lock is broken. It's pretty matching in color and everything like that.
Wonderful.
Can I roll before asking what god they're aligned with?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll a religion. Okay. See, I can just go fuck myself, I say.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys you think maybe that they're, with, Talos, the god of storms?
Wait, that's illegal. I'm gonna have to call the Thalmor on this one. Not allowed to worship Talos in my good empire, not at all. No. Might I ask what god you are warriors of? I'm a warrior of Tyr myself.
He says that kind of under your breath. Yeah, I'm war of, The gnome looks up at you and he says, what did I have written down?
This isn't him hesitating, is it?
No, 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 no.
Okay, good, good.
This is me hesitating because I forgot where I wrote their shit down. Okay. We are gods of Azuth. Gods of Azuth. We are servants of Azuth.
Oh, that is just dandy. It seems that chest you have on your left there belongs to a friend of mine, and he would very much like to see that back in his hands.
This chest? And he puts his hand on top of it and he says, it's not for sale.
I'm not talking about buying it. I'm talking
Well,
about-
I'm sure if we have a disagreement, and the other three all kind of put their hands on their swords and angle towards you a little bit.
Unless you want to anger your gods by attacking a member of the Inquisition, I do suggest you sit back down.
Inquisition, please. No Inquisition has existed for 50 years.
Shows the seal.
He looks at it kind of quizzically, but he actually has no idea what it really is.
Oh,
And he says, so what? You have a hunk of metal.
what else do I get? Do I have intimidation? Oh, I can roll intimidation. Why not?
I slowly meander my way over here.
Before
But
we
I,
go combat,
I'm just drinking. I'm just drinking
make sure
my
to
wine.
jump to me at some point.
Well, okay, while they're discussing that, what are you doing, Devin?
Alright. So, like, for the last 5 or so minutes, I've been taking that box full of his coins. I take 120 of them out, which is half of them. So now there's stacks of 15. And I pad the bottom of it with 15 of my own coins for each stack. So now there's 120 standard gold coins underneath, and then 15 Emporium gold above it. So it's got the same amount of fullness to it.
Okay.
Same
But I now
generosity
have
as it left out.
12,000 gold worth of Emporium gold.
Nice.
If I had known about this, I would approve.
So I have 6 standard gold, and how should I account for this Emporium gold?
So, let's see, you have 120 coins?
Yep.
Each gold coin is worth 100 pieces.
Yep.
I would just, in your character sheet, like, call it Emporium gold, I guess? Or refined
EP?
gold?
I'll put it under the platinum thing.
Yeah.
Here's a good idea. How are we ever gonna get Electrum?
Are you ever gonna get what?
Electrum.
I don't actually know what that is.
It's
Good.
between silver and gold.
So, put the Emporium gold there,
Oh, Emporium Pete. That would make sense.
since
Right.
we're never gonna get Electrum.
Cool.
Problem solved.
So now when I give him back his box, I'm not completely fucking him.
Just slightly.
Well, you are. It doesn't seem that way.
Half of his life savings, not
Listen,
fucking him.
he's like upper middle
days ago.
class of Oakhurst.
I mean,
With
he's gonna die in
12,000.
2 days anyway.
Yeah.
12,000 soon. Okay.
No.
So as he's about to intimidate them, is when I'm about to head out to the bar area. So
Okay.
I'm like starting to open my door.
So now you're seeing these 3 idiots trying to fucking like encircle these men.
I'm just hearing shouting as I'm opening, and I'm like, well, shit.
Well,
Can't
things
go
are about
anywhere
to
nice
go
with these people. Alright, I'm gonna roll intimidation on the gnome, tell him to give me the box immediately, or face the consequences of the Inquisition.
Okay.
Oh,
That is not enough. He looks at you and says, you may think you're big and bad, but you wouldn't dare mess with the coastal church of Azuth.
that just sounds like fucking Cthulhu. Alright.
Do I know any? Well, I probably don't. Fuck.
I bleed for Cthulhu.
Oh,
I'm not even a lizard though, what the fuck?
As you're walking out of your door, you see Tyr standing there, and Thumek off to the side, and Don Valos back behind him. Well, how would you like to approach that?
Well, I'm gonna just kinda...
Stealth mode?
How many other people are in here? Is it just us?
So it's those 4 at the table, and then you 5, and then there's about 6 or 7 other people.
Are there any near the tables next to Thumek and I?
There's none at the table directly in front of you here. There are 2 people sitting at this table here, but they've kind of realized what's going on, and they've pulled their table back a little bit.
Now, I have
If you click and hold, it pings. Ping the
Yeah.
one that they're at.
Now I have a
The
quick
one that the other people are at?
Yeah.
Do you not see me pinging?
No.
No.
Oh, that's why here.
Is it this one?
No, this one.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
just kinda... slink over there. Just act like I'm with those people.
Okay.
Now, I want to blind these people, and I have light cantrip.
Oh.
Does that work like that?
I was gonna come up and try and intimidate.
Oh yeah, the tentacle face and the angel boy trying to Okay, yeah, go for it. Let's go.
How's this, Morse? I would suggest returning what is not yours.
You gonna punch him with the metal hand?
I have to.
Yikes.
He looks at you and says, "Doesn't matter how many of you are, there will be more guards here within 10 minutes if you were to dare attack us."
My Inquisition thing means absolutely nothing. What the fuck? This guy's a criminal. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Stop
Roll
me,
a,
Bible.
roll a, perception check, Crash.
Oh.
You don't necessarily think he's 100% truthful on the guards in 10 minutes part.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure. What are
See
you
if he's
wanting to
actually-
know?
Oh, if he's bluffing?
Sure, go ahead. You think he might be, but you're not sure.
Okay, so through out of character things, he's bullshitting, so.
I use the thought channels to Thumek and ask him if he knows what's going on or why they're picking on this little gnome dude. What are they after, in a sense?
Something about a chest. I think it's the chest that what's his face
He
wanted from
accosted me
what he.
for.
Yeah.
The
Alright.
barmaid
I,
walks over from the counter and she asks you if you'd like anything to eat or drink, Davin.
No, thank you.
She-
I'm gonna slash W Thumek and be like, yeah, we're looking for this guy has a chest. Just let Davin know what's going on.
Slash W.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and just, slink a little further. Stealth.
They're pretty confident you're just like somebody, like one of the passerbys, somebody else that's inside the
Alright.
tavern.
Now,
And as
My-
everything's
my-
happening, I'm just moving around.
my huge question is, can I blind them with light cantrip or no?
No. It wouldn't be
that would-
powerful enough. It's not a spell of blinding.
Yeah, I wanted to blind them, like flashbang them, and then just have fucking Davin go in, steal the ship, and just walk away.
Said it's on the gnome's left side, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You gave me an idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell. I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of stumped at the moment, but
I'm going to think towards everybody else just to back away for now. Just leave them alone.
yeah.
Back up to my table, acting like I'm with them. Still stealthy.
I'd back away further.
I'm just gonna stand here.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back, fellas. I just saunter over to the bar and sit there for a moment.
I'm still gonna stay guard.
Well, good luck then.
I'm gonna fucking kill these people.
Oh shit!
I'm going to spend a sorcerer point.
I'm gonna back up anyways.
So, roughly
Darkness.
The darkness.
should be like. Let me measure it with the ruler.
What's the radius that I need to not be in so I don't die?
Yeah, I don't want to like get blinded. No, thank you. I don't want to have Nocturne ultimate.
About that.
Alright, I go and join Sindel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my stew. The stew's bombing here. Wait, you're in my seat. You fucking...
Sorry. This
Just
must have been a
darkness.
misunderstanding.
So it
Is what
pretty
they
much
say.
goes like that.
Okay.
Suddenly very dark.
Let me see if I can fix. Goddamn.
No, you can probably just take it from the gnome while he can't see shit.
I was gonna go around the stable and come in, yoink it, but we'll see what happens.
Well, if everything goes real dark,
Eyes of the dark. I just realized that.
Yeah, we can all see. We can basically all see in the dark. So.
well,
This is magical darkness that only I can see through.
Yep.
Yeah.
This isn't your normal everyday darkness. This
This is
advanced
magical darkness.
So yeah, I just nonchalantly cast that darkness in that whole area.
Okay.
I mentioned to
And
Tyr, prepare
then-
for them to run out.
I
I
should still be able to see the chest being magical and all.
yeah, for the most part, you should be able to sense it.
Can't see, but I can still sense.
Now, while they're casting some like evil magic, I'm just gonna have a headache and eat this stew. So.
You may want to finish
I'm
that
gonna
quickly.
casually just saunter on up to the chest and pick it up.
So you three sitting over there, you just see a big like puff of smoke and just the right side fills with this black.
Goddamn ninjas!
It's technically a giant globe of just pitch black. It's not like a puff of smoke or anything.
Oh, it's like the Shadow Realm things in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
Suddenly Shadow Realm.
Oh man, when's the next ad?
God damn
Twitch
it.
use Pot of Greed.
The two people that are behind the tavern both duck and cover like they've been in this kind of experience before. They both duck and cover underneath the bar, and the two barmaids run back all the way to the back room over here, screaming. They just run into that. Let's see. So you're wanting to detect the chest?
Yeah, because I already know it's magical.
Okay. So yeah, you have like a general like kind of guiding arrow as to where it is using your arm.
I also sort of know where the other guy is because I think, well, I sort of know where magic is in general, I guess.
Magic detected.
Yeah,
Right.
magical items basically highlight to you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Let me see.
Go try and pick it up and then meander my way out of the darkness.
I want you to roll. This will be an intelligence roll. Are you smart enough to do this?
Smart enough to do most of it.
So you walk up to him and you actually start reaching across the gnome without touching him, but you start leaning a little bit too far and you like touch his head with your head while you have your hand on the chest.
Now kiss.
And he is actually going to take his sword out and he's going to make just a general swipe. He's just swiping out in front of him where he thinks your head is. And it goes clear and just thunk right into the table. So his blade is now stuck into the table.
Technically, you should be rolling at disadvantage.
I mean, it was a
Well,
5.
I know.
At
I'm
He
just,
this
could
point-
get a 1, fumble
yeah, I
his
was gonna say,
sword,
get that one.
and damage one of his allies. Depending how you go with it. I would have him kill an ally. Alright, fine.
No, you got a 12. So yeah, it just kind of sticks into the table there, and you hear him shouting, "Kill them all! Kill them all!" And
While that's all happening,
The other three can't actually see anything, but they're gonna stand up and they're gonna swing their swords out and start swinging randomly. They have. Let me do this. Doop, doop, doop.
This
Okay.
is our initiative for those in combat should come in.
I don't want to do it just yet because you guys like. Are you actually wanting to like attack, or are you just trying to get this and get out?
Well, I'm just thinking
The guy yelled, "Kill them all!"
because
kill them
if he's
all.
gonna be making movement, I don't
Okay.
know, it's up to you.
Can't- Can I just saunter on up, just avoid everybody, pick up the chest, and walk out?
Yeah, because you
No.
can see, I guess.
I can see straight
I mean,
through all of it.
yeah, but they're still gonna be sitting there. It's a confined table where they're sitting there swinging their
Okay.
swords back and forth.
Fine, I'll mind blast them all.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative.
Wait, there's a race. Wait.
That's the old one.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta roll for oh boy, initiative. Wait, where do you roll?
Oh, do you want me to roll again? It didn't seem to take it.
You can go ahead and roll it, and I'll just turn it into a 17. Or you'll just roll a 17.
It's still not adding it.
Why is it not adding yours?
Have you clicked your token?
Oh, I gotta select my token.
Don't worry, guys.
Third time's the
You'll
charm.
Select your token.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. It can be. I don't care. It can be a 23.
I can't do anything right now. Anyways.
I just
and
hit initiative
then-
on my character sheet. That's fine.
Yeah, just-
For it to go on to the thing, I had to select my token.
+2. +2. +2. Okay, so descending. No,
You
no,
allow
no.
me to take my action.
Hang on. Night 1. He's gonna have a 17. Add. I said 17. There you go. Oh, I wonder why I did that. Okay. And then night 2. He's gonna have an 11. And then night 3. And he's gonna have a 21. And then. Oh, wow! Even though he has a +4, that's crazy. No.
Nat 1's a nat 1.
and
add-
as always, I'm probably gonna go last.
5.
Fucking 3.
Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, you
So
do go
bad.
last. Okay. So, Davin, you go, Davin, you're gonna go first.
Does my mind blast not go off?
No, because you cast by the time you cast darkness and then he started reaching for it, they know what's up. So that's gonna be the start of initiative.
Alright.
So Davin gets to go first, all the way over there.
Well, I can't see in there, so I'm not gonna go in there. But I am gonna just ready myself about 5 feet from the edge of that.
Okay.
I'll have my dagger and I'll have my short sword and dagger out.
Oh, he's dual wielding.
The elven and chromatic one. And I'm just gonna wait here and ready the attack. So if they come charging out,
Okay. Knight 3 is gonna stand up and swing his sword randomly in a general area, and he rolled a 14, which is going to be. Let me move this down for a second.
It's not enough.
So 14 is third. Okay, that is in Thumek's direction. So he's gonna
Are you
roll.
rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah, because it's in darkness. Because he is swinging blindly. So he gets a 14 and 11 plus 2 to hit 13.
That's weird. I see a 5 and a 6 for you.
So 14 and 11.
Like that? Okay. I'm just confused with how.
they've got modifiers. You're not seeing the modifiers in the dice, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, one was
yeah.
a d20, the other one was a 2d20, but
Oh yeah.
Why did it do that? Huh. Okay, let me
Why
just
does
roll
that
another
work?
one then. 3. Okay, 5. Why did that one roll? I don't know. Okay. So he rolled a 14 and a 5. The 5 probably does not hit your AC.
does not.
Don Valos.
well, seeing that I'm right here, and I really want to use this, I'm
Oh,
gonna
God.
punch the gnome in the head.
Oh, God. Okay, roll twice with disadvantage.
7.
7. That does not hit. And now it is Thumek's turn.
I'd like to mind blast everyone sitting at that table.
Okay, give me a sec here.
Do I like punch the wall instead, or the chest?
Give me a sec here. Whoops, not what I wanted to do.
Gotta make a DC saving throw.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to pull up and it won't. Yeah, there it goes. What's the DC saving throw?
Int, so you gotta get 11.
Okay.
Or is it 12? Let me double check. It's 12.
All 4 of them?
Yep.
How many can you affect at once?
Anyone in a 60-foot cone in front of me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. 60-foot cone? Let's see. How wide is this cone?
I think it's like a standard, like, 45-degree cone.
Okay.
There's no, like, cone shape for me to draw.
So you're shooting it at the table,
Yeah.
and technically Don Valos is right beside him.
Yeah.
So that's gonna also hit Don Valos.
Yep.
Okay,
I told
so
everyone to back away, but he wasn't included in that.
make a, so that 1 does not save, Knight 2 does not save, Knight 3 does save, and then the gnome does not save. And then Crash, roll your saving throw. Yep, you have to roll your saving throw.
Get this
For
man
what?
a promotion.
Intelligence save.
Oh, that's not a
With
disadvantage.
disadvantage. No, not with disadvantage. Just roll it again. Without disadvantage.
It's not
Oh.
disadvantage,
Why did it roll?
Why? Yeah, why did it roll an extra d6 there?
because it's a save.
How do
Oh,
you
that's
get it?
right. Never mind. Don't worry. So he saves. So what did I say? 1, 2, and 3. So they're all gonna take
D20
1d8
plus your
damage.
modifier.
Yeah.
They're all gonna take 1d8 damage, I believe. Well, yeah, go ahead and just click on it. So 5 psychic damage, and they are all stunned for 1 minute, which is going to be about 2 rounds in total.
1 minute's 10 turns.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
6 seconds
6
per round.
seconds.
Okay. Gotcha.
So everyone except for Knight 3 is stunned.
Yeah, Knight 3.
Okay.
And I'm not stunned, unfortunately.
These are, some of these maps I've generated, some of them I just pulled off, Google. What's up, Rez? But yeah, some of these I generated, some of them I just pulled off Google.
Yeah,
Whiffed.
when I whiff, what do I hit?
You hit his chair, so it breaks his chair and he kind of falls down and sits on the ground.
It explodes his chair.
So Knight 1 is stunned, Knight 2 is stunned, Sindel.
Well, I'm just gonna drink wine.
Casually
You can-
sips
I can't see.
the wine.
I can't see what's going on. I'm just gonna sit at the table and keep drinking.
The gnome is currently stunned. Tyr, it is your turn.
Guns, just to let you know, you can repeat the save throw on their turns to break the stun.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a guaranteed 1-minute stun.
No, that'd be busted.
Then let me roll for. That's all 3 of them actually. That I'm gonna have to roll for.
I'm gonna stand beside.
No.
Well, Gnome doesn't make the save.
Still a no. Nope. All right.
Jeez.
The rolls would be on their turn, but
Yeah. None of them broke it.
Yeah,
All
all
right.
their turn.
So, Tyr.
I'm gonna stand beside Davin, get my silver ornate spear and my shield out, and perform a Spartan wall thingy. Fun.
What? Perform a Spartan wall thingy?
You know the wall thing in 300.
the stand ready.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna do that.
Davin, it's your turn.
Just kind of standing here. I'm not going in there because I can't see.
Knight 3 is not stunned, so he's gonna make. And what is that, a 13? That is again. So, 1 through 5 is to his north, 5 through 10 is to his east, 10 through 15 is to his south, and 15 through 20 is to his west, which would be at the table. And to his south is at you, Thumek, so he's gonna roll twice with disadvantage. Ooh, does a 12 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so he's gonna roll damage now. That's gonna be a 5 with his little mace, and then he's gonna Divine Smite you. 7. So that is 12 damage in total.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of damage real fast.
And you're not, no, okay. You're not considered undead or fiends, so. It is Don Valos' turn.
Well, here's my question. Is darkness concentration?
It is not.
Well, I have the chest in hand, right?
No, you weren't able to grab it. Remember you bumped foreheads and he swung at you?
Uh... Hmm. I wonder if I should try grabbing for it again, because I still have Detect Magic up.
It's up to you.
We're all stunned, so except for Knight 3 who's right next to me.
What's going on? We are playing D&D, Res, Dungeons & Dragons. They're in a tavern right now, and these guys have a chest that Don Valos wants.
Yeah, I guess I'll try grabbing for it.
Okay, make a intelligence check again. You know exactly where that chest is. You reach, now that, you think maybe because you smashed his chair and like he's sitting on the ground, it's easier for you. You just kind of step over the gnome and grab one of the handles on the chest and lift it up and kind of smack the gnome in the face as you pull it back.
Oh, brutal.
Thumek.
And I will attempt to
Okay.
move.
Okay, where'd you like to move?
I suppose I moved half distance in darkness.
Yeah, have
You can-
distances
you
in
can move.
darkness. He can't see.
Yeah.
He can't see.
Right about there-ish.
So you can get to just the edge of the darkness.
Well, not quite, but pretty close.
They can see like your hands and your feet at the edge, but you can't actually see out.
Alright.
Dumek?
And on that note,
He's just gonna fucking get out of there.
Is it just me or do the tables look like turtles?
might be able to move further than what that looks like. Oh,
Cannot.
that is actually pretty accurate.
How long does the darkness last?
10 minutes.
Whew. Okay, and they're stunned for 1 minute. So are you guys wanting to disengage?
Well, they're gonna come back for us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They don't know what happened. They might have an idea, but they don't know who did it.
let's sheath our weapons, boys. Job well done. Sit back, eat some bomb ass stew.
So you guys are just like you're done, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, they don't even know that I'm with them.
I want to
so-
know if Knight 3 is just going to keep swinging wild and just take out his compatriots.
He's sitting in the hallway with a pot of stew, just eating it while watching them.
You'd only swing for so long. Let me see. I'll give him like 4 more swings. Nope. Nope. Again, no. Maybe. With disadvantage. Neither one of those are a hit. Okay. And then 1 more attack. Ooh.
Lops off the gnome's head.
Gnome is now dead.
Okay, well that was in their direction. Okay, no. None of them actually hit anybody's AC.
A natural 20 always hits.
He was choosing which direction he was swinging in.
Oh.
20.
The 20 isn't to determine what direction or if the AC is a hit or not. It's to determine what direction he was swinging.
Got it.
So he swung in that direction, and then none of them actually hit the AC of anybody's class. So if you guys want to sit and wait, the darkness and the stun will fade, and then they are going to come after you guys.
Not me.
Right. The only people they can identify is Don Valos and Tyr. They know that.
Yep.
They are going to have to make an intelligence check to figure out whether or not Thumek was part of it, because they don't really think that either one of those could cast a Cloud of Darkness, and a Mind Flayer, it's kind of fishy.
Ha ha ha.
So you guys just want to wait that out?
Yeah, sure. I'll put my spear and shield away.
I walk
Yeah.
up to our friendly neighborhood paladin and I ask for some help.
What's wrong?
You guys may
I'm
wanna-
very, very hurt.
What ails you? What'd you do to yourself?
I got hit by a mace that had Holy Smite on it.
Yikes! All right, how much you hurt for that?
Can I get you?
I'm down to 3.
All right, I'm gonna cast a good old-fashioned lay on hands on you. It's gonna get you up to 5. Get you up to.
You can do 10,
Well,
right?
I'll put the chest down onto the bar.
Actually, it's too. Actually, yeah, I can give you a good old 10 health if you want.
That'd be nice.
All right, I'm gonna cast lay on hands on good old Thumi here, and he's gonna be okay.
Good old Thumi.
Yeah.
I'll put the chest down on the bar and ask our gnome. Is he a gnome? I don't actually know.
Yeah, I'm a gnome.
Okay, I'll ask our gnome. It's like, you can take half of whatever's in this chest, if you can get it open.
Okay.
The
if it-
chest is identical to yours, Davin, except the front.
Get that open.
What?
I can't get that open.
The front of it, where you would insert the acrium, has been smashed in.
Okay. I tell him to follow me back. Everyone else in this inn ran away, right?
Pretty much, most of
Hiding in this
the
back room.
yeah, the compatriots like went to their rooms and shut the doors. A few of them that were brave enough to stay. The rest that were just kind of like general lingering ran out the doors, and the old man and his wife are still underneath the bar, kind of peering up every once in a while to see if the
Alright,
shit
I peer
stopped.
into the kitchen. Is there anyone in there?
No.
Alright, I told them Valos to follow me into the kitchen. And we close the door behind us.
I'm gonna go over to the bar to talk to the owners and apologize for the disturbance.
They just kind of give you like a little thumbs up, like this is good, and then they just kind of
Okay.
get back underneath.
Alright, so I take the chest and inspect the lock area. What should I do for that? Investigate?
Yeah, just do an investigate roll.
Does it look like that I could get this through this with standard tools?
No, you still think you would need the Acrium lock. You think maybe with some, like, fiddling and some adjustment to it, even though it's smashed in, it's more just, like, pressed in really heavily. It's not ruined. You think if you inserted the Acrium key in there, it might actually still work.
Yeah, I can't open this then. This still needs a key, which is what we need to open the other one anyways.
Well, okay.
And by my count, we've got about 6 minutes left before those guys figure out what just happened.
Well, at least the stew was good.
That's right.
So I guess we get ready to leave.
Oh, I wanted to stay the night, but apparently, according to those guys, they didn't want to be fine upstanding gentlemen who just wanted to give a chest back. So I guess we'll have to
I mean,
leave.
you could kill them.
Or we can just go to our rooms.
That's in bad taste. Yeah, we can just go to our rooms and just sleep.
Hope it all blows over.
I think over to Thumek, tell him that I'm going out the back towards the stable.
Okay.
But it's still dark.
I'm not going over there yet, but
So, are we leaving, or are we going to stay and push their
I
heads
think
in?
I think we are. I think we're leaving.
Even though we paid for rooms.
I paid good money for rooms, man.
well, hold on. Okay. Do you
Well,
want that
if we
back?
kill them, we're gonna get.
That's true.
Yeah, I could always just ask for the money back if that's what everyone wants. I could just get the money back.
I could take it, or we could kill these guys and gain more.
Kill them and gain more wealth, or stay and get nothing.
I really don't even need it.
Yeah, most of you are unaware that, like, he is
Yeah.
rich as shit now.
You have no idea.
Like, you just kind of noticed he's wearing fancier shoes one day, like
No,
Gucci or
I
something.
haven't. No,
Wearing Tim's.
I'm not spending $10,000 on some shoes.
We're making the assumption these guys are actually temple knights.
Well, they seemed dodgy to me.
Yeah,
weren't
they also said
answering
that guards
well.
would be here if we attacked them. But that hasn't happened.
Yeah, so I think I'm for staying back and killing them. I could use some XP and money.
All right. Anyone get
Okay.
a look at them? Which
Actually,
one
you know
looks,
what? I'm vengeful. I do want to punch that gnome in the face.
I thought you wanted to break his legs.
Well, I might do that too.
I think over to Thumek. You got a good look at him. Which one looks like the biggest piece of shit that I can just stab?
From a literal standpoint, not the gnome.
Aw, man.
I'd say Knight 3, wink wink.
Alright. He's the one that looks like he's got more hair than it's worth.
Yes.
Carrot top over there.
Since it seems that things are about to escalate, I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
Little does he know the reason why I said that one is because he's the one that hit me.
Exactly.
I'm also gonna cast mage armor. So.
Okay, so the darkness is going to roll off. The stun's rolled off. You can hear them milling around in it. They're more or less stumbling, though, running into tables. They're not really doing anything, and the darkness is going to wear off soon. So, how do you guys want to approach this fight?
What are they yelling while they're in the darkness?
Just general slurs like, I can't find them! They've gone! Where's the chest?
What was that noise? Whose footprints are these?
Stop right there, criminal scum.
You
God
find
damn it.
the-
Who goes there? What are you hiding? An illusion!
I'm gonna be going through the stables, because I know that they're gonna get up in C tier and be upset. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the stables.
I'm gonna follow you to go through the stables.
I'm gonna
I'm
perform
still-
that
I
shield
still got
roll
that
technique
23
with only
stealth
one
or
person
whatever.
and start pushing up ahead.
22.
You gotta do like that challenge where it's like, oh, I gotta sword fight them, but I can't spill the wine.
Alright, so we're at the door
I
to
got
the
a free bottle.
stables.
I'm not leaving
Darkness
this bottle.
lifts.
You could actually, if you wanted to, before the darkness lifts, you could get up to right about here at the doorway,
Okay.
behind them.
Where can I get to?
You could, because we're not technically in turn yet, you could actually step, like, just inside the darkness to right about here.
Alright, I'm gonna ready my shield and just stand there like a wall. So.
Thumek and Sindel?
I'm fine right here.
I'm
only we
drinking
had a
wine. I'm
grate.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if only we had a grate.
Don't worry. They're all within range.
I'm gonna get hit in the back of the head with a fireball. I know it.
As
If
the
I have
darkness,
fireball at this level,
as the darkness fades, I'm gonna give you guys all an attack of opportunity before we roll initiative. Because you're gonna be able to see them and their figures. You know the only people that are over there is just them. So it doesn't really matter what order you go in right now. But you're gonna be able to see them before the fog fully lifts off. And attack them, however you guys would like. So who'd like to go first?
I'm gonna
suggest that Tyr goes first
charge.
and use the tables to your advantage.
I'm gonna flip a table. They don't have any ranged weapons, so.
So that's about a 5-foot diameter distance across the table.
I am going to. I'm gonna recklessly charge, which means knocking that fucking table over.
Okay.
At the knight that's not Knight 3, not Prince Charming over there.
Mm-hmm.
Carrot top.
The one, the one that's like right here. This guy that I'm hovering over.
This guy?
Click and
No,
hold.
the other one.
You-
This guy?
over here.
That guy. I'm gonna charge at him and stab him right in the fucking face with my spear.
Okay, roll d20. Or roll to attack, rather, sorry.
Is there any
So,
bonuses for
I
charging?
roll an attack dice, yeah? So I roll my spear.
I think he gets, I don't know. I
Or
don't
is
know
that
if he
a
gets...
specific thing?
I
Does
just
he get...
for 1.5 seconds, and he gains some range.
Charges.
I don't know. I don't
That's
have a
magical
charge.
item charges.
Can I even
Okay.
charge? Is that allowed?
I think charging is you move your movement and then attack when you get to the end of your movement.
Oh, so basically what I'm doing anyways.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Unless Guns wants to have special rules for spear charging.
Look in the thing real quick.
Scream Sparta Hellas and then just run in.
No, I got nothing specific.
Do I get a buff from that stew? Or like no?
Sure.
Yeah, food buff.
You get +1 to hit, Tier, cause you asked. That stew was that goddamn good.
That stew was bombing! Alright, I'm charging that.
No,
I'm
it's
charging-
because he said grace.
Yeah, I'm charging at fuckboy over here.
Okay.
He's dying. He's dying today. I'm gonna hit him with my silver spear, and I'm gonna hit him with a good old-fashioned divine smite as well. Why not?
Okay.
You can do that once you hit. So.
Alright.
Yeah.
So how do I roll a hit dice again?
Click on your spear attack.
Alright. Oh.
Yeah,
fuck.
you hit.
He's dead.
And then
They had
click
some names in
on
the chat.
click on the silver spear in chat, and it'll roll damage.
How do I? Oh yeah.
So are you doing? Well, I guess you should have chosen damage.
Oh,
beforehand.
I was gonna pierce because I was trying to.
That makes sense.
So that's 13 piercing damage.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna add on the smite.
Okay, and then I believe
Wouldn't
that's
it do both kinds of damage?
That would be.
Well, they can be resistant to different types. So if we knew that at a certain creature, he could choose to slash with the spear instead of pierce, etc.
yeah.
I'm gonna pierce him. So.
Impale him.
I think your smite's either a D6 or a D8. I forget which.
2d8s.
Should be able. If you put it into your spell book, you should be able to just click it.
Yeah, it's on my attack bar, so I can just do that. Wait.
Click it again. Click divine smite again.
Yeah,
So nine total on top of that. So that's gonna be 22 damage to that boy right there, and he's
boy is-
bloody.
Hey, Guns.
he's
yeah, what's up?
fucking dead.
After this whole attack of opportunity round, can we take a 10-minute break? I gotta run to work.
You have to run to work.
Well, I gotta go to work for, I hope, no more than 10 minutes.
AKA call in to do something. Probably.
Sure. Okay, so Tyr was first. Sindel or Thumek, would either one of you like to do anything?
You go.
I will step right over here and Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Don't hit the owners, please.
They're under
I'm
the.
not. They're ducking down and stuff.
Yeah, they're under the bar. Oh man, you have Chaos Bolt. That's like the easiest thing to do ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that one first.
Sure answered everything.
Is that like Magic Missile where it's just a free hit? Yeah.
So, where is it?
You
I
can
think I
Uh,
missed.
Make a range. Nope, it's make a range spell attack.
Yeah. Do you have a plus to that?
Yeah, it was +4 right there.
Oh yeah, it was 8. No, that does not hit.
Darn.
Okay, Sindel.
Well then, that would be funny.
You
But
gonna
I
rush
think
it with me?
I think I'm just gonna firebolt the guy that Tyr just stabbed.
Okay.
It's the 1-2 punch. Oh my god, that shit
That
is really
is. Oh, that's a hit. Actually, yeah, that's a hit.
There you go.
Whoo, damn. All right, that
guy's dead.
is 13. He's not dead, but he's hurt bad.
He's not living.
He's not. He's not happy.
Can I I don't know. I wanted to say telling them they're not gonna live through this fucking day.
Okay. And then Don Valos and Davin, do you two want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my movement 25, which puts me behind this guy.
You gonna slit his throat?
Yeah, I looked for the biggest hairy one that Thumik told me about, and I found Chewbacca over here. So I'm gonna swing with the short sword. 11.
No, doesn't
Alright,
hit.
then I'm gonna bonus action with the dagger.
You can slit his throat. Get him. Oh.
Fuck.
Damn.
Alright,
No.
this is where I'm at.
Does he get advantage at all for that being like a sneak attack?
I
don't remember. Hang
on. What's a sneak attack? Yeah.
Dude, that's what we
Jesus
did.
Christ, I should know this.
Someone is eating some food, I hear it. Eating that bomb ass stew.
Should actually just be on the character sheet.
Wait, Guns, did you give me +1 to that attack from the stew buff?
I did. I mean, it was
Anyway.
+1 to hit. Yeah, you hit.
See, this is why you ordered the stew,
Well,
boys.
yeah, I
always.
guess sneak attack would add damage, so I guess if I have advantage in this attack or not.
Yeah, if he had advantage, he has to have advantage on the first place.
Well, oh yeah, Tyr's not close to this guy.
Yep.
I'm upset.
I can see all
Okay.
of them, so if they go to hit you, I can.
Yeah, that's.
Don
don't worry about
Valos.
it. I
Crash.
have-
We want to do Crash.
That I'm gonna be able to move.
I'm gonna move right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Okay. Oh god.
Do Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
The gnome, or not our gnome, the gnome in the
The
armor.
gnome.
The garden
okay.
gnome.
Yeah, garden gnome.
Garden gnome. Let's see. And then I'll try punching him again.
Oh, let me
Are you
guess.
punching him or are you punching him?
I am punching him.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
You punch him.
You punch his glob off. Oh, yikes.
Oh,
So
necrotic.
that's the 14 damage total?
Yep.
Yep.
Plus the Hunter's Mark.
Which is another
that's-
1d6.
Which is another.
1d6.
Nice.
20
Nice.
damage. So you punch him in the head
I
so
rear back.
hard. He falls over and he holds the side of his head and he's just kind of like screaming a little bit as he's reaching for his sword that he dropped on the ground. He's like, and he grabs his sword and he's getting ready. Okay, let's take that to minute break.
Something crash.
Unholy has to go to work and apparently come back. Have fun, Unholy.
I'll try.
And
Wait.
Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break, go grab some food, eat, drink, whatever it is, guys. And we'll be right back.
I'll be back.
Alright, chat. 10-minute break. Maybe
Not going
10-minute
anywhere.
break. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so we'll be right back.
Yeah.